Step into a world where calm meets charm. Welcome to this white French country cottage. This space is more than just a home. It's a gentle retreat filled with soft white tones, antique touches, and rustic warmth. Whether you're drawn to vintage beauty or simply crave a little peace, you're in the right place. On this tour, we'll walk through every dreamy corner of this calming countryside cottage. From the cozy kitchen to the flower-filled garden paths, each room tells a story through delicate textures, antique furniture, and French-inspired details that embrace both elegance and comfort. If you love vintage decor, timeless charm, and soulful styling, make sure to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's begin our journey into this heartwarming space where shabby chic meets rustic romance. The first glance at this cottage instantly soothes the soul. Its whitewashed exterior, aged wooden shutters, and vintage lanterns evoke a storybook charm that feels untouched by time. Framed by wildflowers and overgrown greenery, the entrance beckons with warmth and a quiet sense of welcome. As you approach, notice the delicate ironwork on the front gate, softly rusted with age. The garden path is uneven and worn, made of cobblestones that crunch gently underfoot. It's the kind of setting that invites you to slow down and savor life's simpler moments. Every detail, from the wooden bench beneath the climbing roses to the vintage watering cans resting by the door, feels lovingly curated. This is more than curb appeal, it's a tribute to country living infused with poetic elegance and soulful design. Step through the front door and you're greeted by soft filtered light and layers of white that feel like a gentle embrace. The entryway sets the tone for the entire home, with painted wood paneling, antique hooks for straw hats, and a dainty vintage table topped with fresh garden flowers. This space is small, but filled with thoughtful details. Wicker baskets nestle under a weathered bench, while a vintage mirror catches the light and reflects the room's welcoming charm. A delicate floral runner underfoot adds just enough pattern to soften the all-white palette. Everything here feels purposeful yet relaxed, an effortless blend of shabby chic softness and French countryside elegance. It's not grand, but it speaks volumes. The entry invites you to pause, take off your shoes, and leave the outside world behind. The living room is the heart of this calming cottage. Everything here is bathed in soft whites and neutral hues, from the slip-covered armchairs to the time-worn side tables. Layers of fabric, lace, and old wood make this space feel like a warm hug, offering comfort in every corner. A vintage mantelpiece anchors the room, topped with weathered candlesticks and faded floral prints. An old mirror reflects the flicker of candlelight in the evening, adding gentle ambience. A soft linen-covered sofa invites you to sit, sip some tea, and lose yourself in a good book or fond memory. Texture plays a leading role here. Faded books line open shelves, a crocheted throw drapes softly over the arm of a chair, and a delicate glass lamp with a pleated shade casts a cozy glow. It's a room where peace settles in, and the world outside quietly fades away. This shabby chic kitchen is a blend of delicate charm and everyday utility. White open shelves display floral china, while worn wooden countertops show signs of lovingly prepared meals. Lace-edged curtains flutter at the windows, letting in the warm countryside light and softening every corner. Antique utensils hang above the stove, each one with a story. A vintage enamel teapot rests beside a bouquet of herbs, gathered from the garden just outside. The palette stays muted, creamy whites, pale grays, and hints of soft blush, bringing calm to a space where life unfolds gently. The details here matter: ceramic knobs on painted cupboards, a ruffled skirt hiding the farmhouse sink, and glass jars filled with flour and sugar. It's a kitchen made not just for cooking, but for creating a life steeped in rhythm, memory, and quiet beauty. The dining nook glows with warmth and quiet elegance. A soft white tablecloth drapes over a weathered wood table, where mismatched vintage chairs gather like old friends. Candlesticks flicker gently as sunlight filters through gauzy curtains, creating a space that feels both graceful and grounded in tradition. There's a lovely simplicity in the way each piece belongs. A faded floral runner, delicate china, and silverware with worn handles all speak of stories and shared meals. A small bouquet in a chipped ceramic vase becomes the heart of the table, fresh, imperfect, and full of charm. Every mealtime becomes a moment to pause and reconnect. The glow of soft lighting and the subtle sense of home-cooked dishes create an ambience of gentle ritual. It's not about formality, it's about beauty, memory, and the art of slow living. The bedroom feels like a dream caught in lace and linen. Whitewashed walls cradle a vintage iron bed adorned with soft ruffled bedding and a cascade of pillows in cream and ivory. Gentle morning light slips through embroidered curtains, and everything slows to a peaceful, comforting stillness. A tiny writing desk by the window holds old letters, a porcelain lamp, and a single rose in a glass jar. Each detail speaks to a quiet romance, a life rich in simplicity and intention. The air carries the soft scent of lavender from a sachet tucked under the pillow. Layered textures, cotton, crochet, distressed wood, bring depth without noise. Nothing here is rushed. It's a room that invites rest and reflection, where heartbeats slow and worries dissolve. The shabby chic elegance of this bedroom whispers serenity with every touch. Nestled beneath a sunlit window, the reading nook is a quiet haven. A slip-covered armchair and soft white linen beckons with a crocheted throw and a weathered footstool. Shelves filled with well-loved books, faded spines, and floral bookmarks offer stories waiting to be rediscovered. The window seat, framed by gauzy curtains, holds plump cushions and a teacup resting on a painted tray. Birds chirp outside, completing the sense of gentle retreat. Here, time slows to the turn of a page, and the hush of the cottage wraps around like a familiar blanket. A vintage floor lamp casts a warm glow as twilight settles. This isn't just a place for reading, it's a corner for daydreams, handwritten notes, and quiet afternoons. The worn edges and soft textures make it unmistakably lived in, and unmistakably loved. The bathroom is a graceful blend of rustic simplicity and vintage elegance. A clawfoot tub takes center stage, standing proudly on a painted wood floor. Soft white towels hang from a weathered ladder, and sunlight dances on the chipped porcelain basin, revealing textures only time can create. An antique mirror with a gilded frame reflects a small shelf of delicate soaps, dried flowers, and glass bottles. There's a sense of quiet ritual here, a place where self-care becomes sacred. The muted color palette and flickering candlelight offer an atmosphere of deep calm. Every detail whispers charm: the floral shower curtain, the vintage wall sconces, the creak of old floorboards beneath bare feet. It's a room that embraces imperfection as beauty, where patina and practicality live side by side in soothing harmony. Just beyond the cottage walls lies a storybook garden, brimming with wild flowers and natural grace. Lavender, daisies, and soft pink roses bloom freely along a winding stone path. The sun filters through old trees, casting lace-like shadows over a white wrought iron bench beneath climbing vines. There's no formal layout here, only the charm of untamed beauty. Terracotta pots overflow with herbs near the kitchen window, and butterflies drift lazily between blooms. Each element feels lovingly placed by time and nature, creating a peaceful sanctuary full of fragrance and gentle color. Birdsong and the distant hum of bees add a living soundtrack. A vintage watering can rest near an aged wooden gate, inviting you to linger. It's the kind of garden that feeds the soul as much as the senses, echoing the calming rhythm of country life. The magic of this cottage deepens with the changing seasons. In spring, soft pastels bloom indoors with delicate floral wreaths and hand-stitched linens. Summer brings breezy cotton curtains and fresh-cut wildflowers in vintage pitchers. The cottage gently evolves, always reflecting the rhythm of the countryside. Autumn introduces warm amber tones and dried arrangements tucked into antique vases. Pumpkins nestle beside lace runners, and candlelight adds a golden glow. These small touches create a feeling of warmth and continuity, welcoming change while keeping the heart of the home intact. In winter, the charm is quieter but no less inviting. Wool throws and soft white lights twinkle across mantels and mirrors. Pine cones, vintage ornaments, and snow-dusted branches bring nature indoors. Every season becomes an opportunity to layer beauty and emotion through thoughtful decor. As we take one last look around this charming French country cottage, we're reminded that true beauty lives in simplicity. From the whisper of linen curtains to the softness of worn wood underfoot, every detail here tells a story, a gentle embrace of time, nature, and love. This home is more than a place, it's a feeling. It invites us to slow down, to treasure quiet mornings, and to find peace in things well loved. Whether it's a chipped pitcher or a field of wildflowers, it's all part of a calming life lived with intention and heart. Thank you so much for joining us on this cozy cottage journey. If this video brought you peace or sparked a bit of inspiration, please subscribe to Vintage Touch, Decor with Soul, like the video, and share your favorite detail in the comments. Until next time, keep creating spaces filled with warmth, nostalgia, and soul.